What's up, guys? Georgia absolutely annihilated Vanderbilt 62 to nothing. This game was just never close at all. My goodness. From start to finish, it was clear as day who the better team was. Georgia was, I think, a 35 and a half point road favorite to start the game off. I can look real quick. Yeah, Georgia was 36 was a 36-point favorite. Game started exactly how you thought it would start. Vandy starts with the ball. Vandy does nothing. They go 3 plays, -3 yards. Georgia forces them to punt. And literally on the first punt, it wasn't a great punt at all for Vanderbilt. And Georgia was able to go down the field on just 5 plays, score a touchdown. JT Daniels handed the ball off on on a tight end of round rush, which was definitely a Monken play call, which was fun to see. Then Georgia holds Vandy to 4 yards on the next drive. Another punt. Georgia goes down and scores on 8 plays, this time for 63 yards. And this time it was a Brock Bowers passing touchdown. Then Vanderbilt fumbles the kickoff, recovered by Dewan Edwards, running back. For Georgia. He was able to get all the way to the 4, almost scored on that play. Georgia punches it in on the next 2 plays. Vanderbilt then throws an interception to Chris Smith on a deflection. A terrible read by Ken Seals. We'll talk about Ken Seals in a second. And Georgia goes down and scores. Georgia scored 35 points in the first quarter. They could have possibly even scored more. Like, this game was just out of reach. But then Kirby Smart takes JT Daniels out, a couple other starters on the offense, puts Stetson Bennett in. Georgia goes 3 drives with an interception, a turnover on downs, and a field goal with Stetson Bennett to end the first half 38 to nothing. Then Georgia's defense did what Georgia's defense does best, holding Vanderbilt to a staggering under 100 yards of total offense, which is insane. Vanderbilt had just 4 first downs in this game. But as I was saying, in the second half, Stetson Bennett comes in. He scores 2 more touchdowns. They take him out. And then they put Carson Beck in. Carson Beck hands the ball off majority of the time. Just went 1 for 3 passing. Nothing really too special. We didn't get to see him do much with the ball. I believe he did have 1 carry. Lasser had an interception, which was fun to see. That was a really, really good play on the ball, a terrible throw. But, yeah, just looking at the box score, it was completely one-sided, just like the game. But, man, Ken Seals just went 2 of 9 for 8 yards in an interception. Was not sacked. A lot of people thought that he was sacked. Ken Seals rushed it 2 times for -6 yards. They get in, I think, a true freshman QB, Mike Wright. I know he's a sophomore. He doesn't do anything better. He went, 3 of 9 for 16 yards. He threw an interception. He carried the ball well, I guess you could say. He was their leading rusher. But, yeah, Vanderbilt carried the ball 28 times for 53 yards. And what's more impressive is that Vandy was held to just 24 yards passing. 24 on 18 attempts. That's barely even a yard per attempt. Georgia's defense dominates. Vanderbilt had no answer on either side of the ball, as expected, though, as expected. But this was one of the worst college football games I've seen, especially in the SEC. The final box score was this. Georgia had 28 first downs compared to Vanderbilt's 4. Georgia went 6 of 14. That's not great on third downs. I believe they went 3 of 3 with JT Daniels in. So you can say what you want about that. But Georgia had 532 yards of total offense compared to Vandy, who had 77 yards of total offense. Doesn't get better than that. And then passing, as we just said, Georgia had 291 compared to Vandy's 24. Georgia had 3 QBs pass the ball. Really, Carson Beck just went 1 for 3. So, but combined, they went 21 of 28 for like I said, 291. I think they had one interception thrown, a couple touchdown passes. Vandy, like I said, had 24 yards passing. Time of possession was dominated by UGA, 37 minutes to 22 and a half. So, I mean, it is what it is if you're a Vanderbilt fan. I said this. I think a lot of people know this. Vandy's just not that good. Vandy's probably one of the worst Power 5 teams. But to see UGA completely dominate this game like they did and absolutely obliterated Vandy is great to see. Vandy falls now to just 1-3, 0-3 at home. They're actually 1-0 on the road. They beat Colorado State on the road. So there's that. But yeah, Georgia looks like one of the best teams in the country.